tonight is, as I looked here and I'm getting ready to speak, is this divide right here. And this is what happens when agendas are pushed. It causes division. And right now we have division, and I'm hoping that we can come together as a community, because division is never good for anybody. My name is Brett Nicholas. I'm from Dixon. I'm a business owner in Dixon. I attended last month's meeting, was not able to speak because I had another commitment. But to each one of you on the board, I appreciate the respect that you showed everyone that spoke. That was very noble what you guys did. But I do have one question. How many of you have read the books in question? By a show of hands. Thank you. I don't know how you guys did that. I could read one page and I had to delete it off my phone. It was the most sickening, disgusting thing I've ever read. But for the record, I believe that these books in question, these two books, should be burned, removed from the library, and removed from circulation. But we live in America, the greatest country on earth, and we live under the greatest document ever written, the Constitution. And this document grants us free speech. So I struggle with banning any book, because when and where would it stop? Because there'll always be someone that wants a book removed. So please hear my words on that I believe in the Constitution. I believe the rights that it affords us. But with rights, and I'm going to direct this to the director, comes wisdom and discernment. I believe that this is the first issue with these books, is that there seems to be no wisdom or discernment in the placement of these books or the purchase of these books. Displaying the books prominently so young kids could have access to them did not show much wisdom or discernment. But what I feel is the real tragedy is that our public library has decided to promote an agenda. The director, board of directors, and all employees should be politically neutral while at work. And that has clearly not been the case, at least with our employees at the library. I'm not sure if you can change any of your minds, and you did address the fact that you can't vote to remove a book. Okay? But I was going to ask you guys to consider some things. And also keep in mind, you may not be able to remove books as a board, but you can remove directors. If these books in their pornographic nature are for educating people about the gay lifestyle, then do you not have to supply a book that educates every lifestyle out there? If the graphics in this book are acceptable for the general public, then will you not have to also display Hustler, Playboy, or any pornographic magazine so that anybody can have their desires fulfilled? Will you consider, to the board, establishing a committee comprised of Dixon citizens to start reviewing all future purchases of books? No. I'm sorry, I thought you were the board. But everybody can be on the board, or everybody can be on the committee. I think that would be very good, because right now, think about it, if we had a committee, we might not be in this situation. If you choose to keep these books in our library out of fear of censorship, and I would be in agreement with you. I think we would be teetering on censorship. Please place them in a monitored adults only section. And if you plan to vote in favor of keeping the books, would you please read a page for the crowd, just so we know that you fully understand what you're voting for. That's it on that part. I also want to address the public Facebook post, and I think we deserve a public apology. Here's the post that was written on the night of the last meeting. On our first vacay in 3 years, and our hearts and minds are with the people who showed up for the First Amendment rights for our public library and the rights of young gay kids not to be hidden during Pride Month. That, my friends, is an agenda. Let's be clear, this fight is not being spearheaded by a group of local concerned citizens, but a coordinated national attack by Catholic Vote. I don't even know what Catholic Vote is. I've never belonged to it. And I don't know if you guys know who it is, but I would say that we're all concerned citizens on both sides that were there. I love the library for all they do to engage our community. The building is full of books, all kinds of books, not just pride books, but books about true things, false things, fringe things, antiquated things. There's something there to offend absolutely everyone. Also, I hate bigots, and I don't say it enough. Now, the person's in the room, she can stand up and defend this statement, but to me, since this is addressed to everyone that came to the meeting, I feel like you're calling us a bigot, and I don't appreciate that. P.S. I need a recommendation for a new family dental practice. We have left ours because we think our children should not have to endure this kind of hate. That's a pretty harsh accusation to a fellow community business owner. I believe that we deserve as a community a public apology for this, and I believe it should come from our director. Thank you very much.